Hey guys, it is Paula. Welcome back. So I decided I was seeing over the past couple days that Amplify had last year's dated planners on sale for like $10, not for like for $10. And this was a layout that had intrigued me before I got with my Wonderland 222. I also like the spiral bound. I like a little bit bigger size. So I was like, well, I'm going to get it. I'm going to try redating it and see how that goes. And maybe use it for work because I'm noticing like I love my 222, my everyday carry. My A5 for work feels kind of small and it feels like super pretty for what I do for work. So anyway, I thought I would try this out and redate it, do some things. So I thought I'd just kind of show you. I've never had an Amplify planner before. This is my first time. I've also never redated anything before. And as I think we've established, I'm not super neat. I don't feel like everything has to be, just perfect or what have you. So I'm kind of just, I checked to see which ones lined up best with the October through December, like the monthly calendar. And April lines up really well with October of last year, which works out well because April is coming up and that means I get to use it quickly. Like the first day was on the right day. And December of 2022 lines up well with June of 2023 as far as the starting date. So all I had to do then, obviously, December of last year had a 31st. I whited that out and whited out the holidays, but otherwise that is the June. So then I just made this middle one May, which did mean I had to do some redating. I had some date dots in a reusable sticker book. I threw those on for May, except for a 31st and a 22nd randomly. So I just put those on there. It may going since it was in between April and June. Over the front here, I just put a sticky note down and put the dates. I put over the tabs, I just covered it with a sticky note. And then on the back of it, it's not neat at all on the back. It did not work out like I wanted. I just put down some like roller glue to stick down the part of the sticky note that isn't sticky. So that's how I did the monthlies. And I'm kind of working my way through here in the weekly and dailies and trying to figure out, and I'm cheap, right? So there are some shops that had stickers for these that I was like, oh, I'll just grab stickers. Well, I loaded up my cart. It was $15. I'm like, you know what? I bet I have stuff I can use. I have not read through all of this stuff, but I'm really excited about a couple different parts of this planner. The special dates is totally undated, so it does not matter at all that this is last year's planner. I can still entirely use this, which is great. 3-month goal breakdown. I'm not sure that I'm going to use that, but it looks very similar to what I do in Power Sheets, so that's cool. As far as the different areas, things to focus on, to-dos, and then, the goals for the 3 months. And then it goes right into the monthly. I love the lined monthlies. I love the notes and things that you can work on over here, line notes. So getting into the weeklies, I did have to redate this because this was like September 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, and 30th, where it's now March 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. So I just whited those out and added those in. Again, I had some date dot stickers on it and they were just not sticking very well over top of the whiteout. They kind of bothered me. So I just went ahead and took those off and wrote them in. And there were just a couple spots because where all did I have to do it? I think it was in May going into June maybe. The only other place that the weeks did not line up was then in the month of here in May, because October has 31 days, but April only has 30. So then when I went into May, it was like the 31st of October, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, whatever. So I had to redate all of what will be May, which right now looks like November. So I just went through, same thing there, just whited out. Again, I'm not super, I don't need everything to be super pretty or anything like that. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for this, if I'm just going to white it out, if I need to find something else. I know that they make stickers, but I'm just not sure yet what I'm going to do with that. What I did do for the dailies, because that felt fairly simple, I'm going to leave the Monday, the weekdays, because I don't have a reason to change that. I like my weeks to be a Monday start. So I'm going to leave the days there, but I just typed up on my computer and printed out a bunch of these dates in some, it took me a couple tries to get it big enough so that it was going to fit it. What I don't want is I don't want bulk in here. I very much am trying to be as basic as possible in doing these and just make this super functional, because every time I go down a rabbit hole of washi and then everything is just so stickered up, and I do not want or need it to be that way in here. I don't need it to be that way anywhere, honestly, but that's kind of the habit I've gotten into, and I'm trying to make sure that this planner, doesn't do that. So I'm just going in and just putting a sticker. I've had sticker paper for a while, so I didn't have to buy anything to do this, but I'm going to go in and redate the days like that. I'm not going to have you watch me do it all. Obviously, that just seems kind of silly, but I can come back and show you afterwards. But I'm trying to figure out then the next thing I have to tackle, and I'll come back and show you that, as well as how to handle the week here. I also know that they make, like, I am an hourly planner, that they make stickers for this, but I, again, don't want it to get bulky, but I also don't really want to write in the hours for every day, so I'll have to play around with that just a little bit, but this is what I've got going for right now, so I'll be back. All right, hello everybody. Wanted to come back. I know I had started a video on redating this Amplify planner from last, it was October through December, and I did, so I've still not done anything with the special dates. I've not done anything with the goal breakdown. I have, I redated October into April because they started on the same date, and then I just whited out. Put April at the top, and all the rest of the numbers are fine. I'm using some freebie stickers. I really want this to be mainly pen only, and it is. But I just used some stickers on the monthly to just use up some of the freebies that I have. So then going into the weeks, again, using up some freebie stickers to get through the timelines here, just to use those. Events, I have it in hourly. I tried from 6, it goes to 8 p.m. and it still gives me a spot at the bottom for notes. Going into the dailies, I don't have anything set up yet because this doesn't start for me till next week. I'm using each of the boxes on the daily, which I love the idea of a box for each of my kids, just if there's a schedule change or anything I need to remember for that day about them. And then I have my husband's name in there, just, and again, oftentimes, but if he would have to work late or go in early, or if he would have a doctor's appointment or anything like that, obviously the whole rest of the planner is about my schedule, so that just notes things for those specific people. So for the dailies, for the first, through I think April 29th, I was doing stickers, and I had showed some of those, I think in the first part of this video, but I had just done stickers, just typed up the dates and printed them out on sticker paper that I already had. Here I was just trying out some different timelines to see how far it went down. I should have used pencil because I don't need to start at 5 a.m. or go till 10 p.m., but that's a lesson that in my 30-some years I've not fully learned to use pencil. So what I ended up doing was I just whited out the week of, and then I put the week of on there. I don't know that I need it to say week of, but I guess it's, probably going to be helpful. So yeah, I did stickers up with the dates through, I think, April 24th. No, April 23rd, because that is what was a full page of stickers when I printed it out. And then I was really starting to notice the bump, and I was like, I love stickers, absolutely adore them, but I know that bump is going to bug me, even though I don't need to write up on it. So when I started... So then I decided, after doing some other things, that I was going to try this layout and do 3 lines at the top for what I like to do in my other weeklies of things that are special that day. Note if it's an early out, if it's a birthday, if it's a day off or a no school day or whatever, a spot at the top for some general notes for the day. I can still do 6 a.m. through 8 p.m. and still have some notes at the bottom if there's something that I need to know in the evening hours. This is going to have both work and personal because it's well, I haven't fully decided its purpose, but it will definitely also have personal things in it if there are evening obligations. So then on these dailies, I just whited it out. And again, I'm not big on being super, like, it doesn't need to be perfect and it doesn't need to be super pretty. And I just wrote the date next to it because I do not want the sticker bump going forward. So I used the ones that I had, the paper that I had printed out, and then I started writing it right on top of the whiteout with the marker that I had. It doesn't bother me. So then with November, I switched over to May, and I had to totally redate, and I had some leftover date dots from old kits and stuff, except for 22 and 31. So again, I'm not here for needing all the pretty things. I love pretty things, but the little bit of mismatch doesn't bother me super much. So I whited out the months and I just wrote it on top. There's plenty of room to write it if you're okay with, again, I don't want a sticker bump. So then I just added the birthdays and the holidays for the month of May, and it's more of the same. I'm going to try this out. I started writing in pencil today when I was doing that. And the months of May are all, or the dailies, they're all dated. So I dated all the way through. And then the month of what was December is June, because they started on the same date. I just, again, had to white out the pre ones coming up because they don't line up to the dates from the previous month. And I whited out the holidays, and I whited out the 31st. There's not a 31st in June like there was in December, obviously. Yeah, and I really just did it the same way. There's not much in here other than I did date it all the way through June. So, because that's how I have to roll. I love the Amplify Planner. If you've not tried it, I am one of the people. We're out there. I hear people say it, but it's almost taboo to say it. I love smooth paper. And so I have Erin Condren products. They're great quality. I enjoy them. But when it comes to paper, I like my paper smooth. That's actually one of the things that I don't like. Like, Erin Condren paper is actually so toothy that I have like a hard time writing on it or something. I don't know, but I love the smooth paper. It's thick. I don't at all feel like I'm going to be struggling to not see through it. This marker that I wrote with on all of these pages is, there's not much for show through. It's great. I really, really like the planner. It does feel, when I've gotten used to kind of the Wonderland 222s, this does seem, a little bit on the chunky side, but it's really not for a quarterly planner that has monthlies, weeklies, and dailies. So I'm excited to give it a try. I love the spiral, the ring, the ring bound, and especially with this. And for me, this, isn't the case for everyone, but my work week is Monday through Thursday. So my whole work week is on here if I'm sitting at work. And if I'm at home over the weekend, my whole weekend is right here at a glance. So that's kind of cool. And then to have the dailies right after the month. So my Wonderland 222 has dailies, but they're at the end. I'm not dispersed in with my weeklies. So I'm interested to see how I like that, where I can't just flip from week to week and look through a whole month. I have to actually get through the daily pages. So that'll be different for me, but I will probably do some, and again, I'm messy. This is how I plan. And so, yeah, but I'll do some flip throughs and show it as I keep going. But I wanted to show the rest of my redating that I did for this. But anyway, thank you all so much. Have a great day.